Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever listening to me from. My name is Dr. Lartey, and today I'm here to show you how to set up a long signal using the Dr. Lartey strategy and how to go about it, and especially using the MACD. So that is what I want to explain in this video. So if a signal is given on the page that says that we should long a trade using the MACD or the def cross, we know that MACD has two types of crosses. We have the def cross and we have the golden cross. So if you want to do shorts, that is when we use the def cross. Then if we want to do what long is when we use what the golden cross. So the golden cross is when the yellow line crosses the purple line. So that is crosses the purple line from beneath, and so that is how the golden cross happens. And it can happen above the zero line or below the zero line. So most of the times we pick what will cross what below the zero line in our signals. So without wasting my time, let me move into any trade and let's see how. I hope you can see. So assuming I have a coin, so assuming I pick this coin like this, you can see that this coin is on a downward trend. Yes, I'll do a video again and talk about moving averages and how to understand them, to use them to trade. So in this trade we can see that we are having a coin. This coin is AAV and the coin is on a downward trend. So as you can see, as I'm circling here, you can see that this one is creating a downward movement, and very soon we are expecting that our golden cross will happen, whereby the yellow line will cross the purple line from beneath. And so that is where we expect what a golden cross to happen. And you see that it is below our how do you call it, it is below our zero line. So this is the zero line, and above here is greater than zero, and below is less than what, zero. So that is less than zero is what we are going to use, because our crossing is below the zero line. So that is how golden crosses happen. And this one, it helps you to enter the market with precision. And most of the times when it crosses it, you make your sales very easily with the percentage ratio that we use to take our profits. So I'll go back into the coin. So if this, assuming that this coin has been given for us to trade, what do? You have to go into your royal queue, then you go to what, strategy. So first thing you do is that you go to strategy, where I'm circling here, strategy. So here, strategy, you pick the strategy, and then you go to create. And when you go to create, it will give you all the coins and what you need to trade. So that is how it is. So I'll go to strategy, and then I'll go to create. So if I go to create, you see that that's giving me all the coins I've traded before under favorites. So sometimes people are confused here, and they'll be searching the coin under favorites, but that is not where we want to search the coin, unless you have traded the coin before. If you have not traded it before, then you have to use what, you have to use all, you have to select all. Once you select all, it will give you all the type of coins that are on the market, and then you can trade it beautiful. So I'll go to all, then I'll search for AAVE USDT. So it will give me this one. And once it comes like this, because in the signal it says that I should long, so I have to make sure that the first thing on default actually is on long already. So I don't need to change anything here. So this one is on long, so I just have to select it like that, and then I'll do my settings. So after I make sure that this coin is on a long, then I come to trade setting, what, down here. That is where you are going to pick your strategy, and you are going to do all the settings that you need to do there. So I'll go there, and then I'll go to trade settings, and then it will take me here. So over here, like most of the times, the first thing that you need to do here when you get to the trade setting page is to make sure that you are doing a manually creates. And so most of the times you see that it's here, it's on default on smart create, but that's not what we want to do. We want to change it to what, manually create. So that is where we can use our own settings, and then we can trade. So that is the first thing that you do. So after you pick up the trade, you after you make sure that it's on manually create, you check this place and make sure that your long is also effective, meaning that you're on the right side of the market. And then you come to templates, and then you change the strategy towards Dr. Lartey strategy, which you have saved already. So I don't want to go there. And then on the strategy mode, we would have to change from whole warehouse to sub-bin real-time settlement. Remember, this is where the game changer on the strategy is. So if you don't activate this one, you will not see the effectiveness of the strategy, or the Dr. Latte strategy that we're talking about. So that is what you do. So after changing your strategy mode to sub-bin mode real-time settlement, then first thing you do is that you change the amount of how much you want to use. So remember that, you see this one, the first amount at the top is giving you how much of AAV that you are entering into the market with, but beneath it is giving you how much in USDT. We have USDT in our account, so we need to do the equivalence and know exactly how much we want to enter the market with. So in fact, that is what we're going to use. I remember that I've said in other videos that we are using 5% of our capital to enter the market. So if, assuming my capital is $100, it means my first buying amount will be $5. We enter the market small, and then we open our margin calls plenty, so that we make more money from that side. So that is what you do for that side. And then AI AI margin call is also deactivated. So it's deactivated, we don't activate it. And the next thing that we'll do is that we'll change the leverage that we are using for our trading now is three times leverage. We don't want to use high leverage. Leverage means that you are borrowing from your exchanger. So if you borrow more, it means that you're going to pay more. So we make sure that we don't borrow too much. So, and high leverage also comes with high risk of liquidation. So always remember that. So our leverage we're going to use is three times, meaning that when my capital is $100, my $100 will be multiplied by three, meaning that I'll be entering the market with a total capital of $300. So if my first buying amount is $5, it means that 5 multiplied by 3, it means I'm entering the market with $15. That is the reality of leverage, and what it multiplies your money for you. And that is why liquidation is also real on futures market. So always make sure that what your leverage is low, so that you can minimize your risk and you can protect your capital. So after that, now all the settings there, will pick whatever we have set up in the in Dr. Lartey strategy. And then our hope position take profits, we are going to use we're going to use 1.5 for now. We are using 1.5, so we're going to change this one to what, 1.5. That is what we are using now. So that is it. So it's 1.5 that we're going to use. So that is the only thing that will change there. Then after that, in the signal it says that we should use the MACD, the golden cross. That is where the what the entry of the market is very very important. So after doing this, we'll scroll down on the trade setting page. We'll come to what advanced setting at the bottom here, which says optional. So we'll click on it, then it will give us all the triggers that we need. So remember that our strategy period that we are trading with is one shot. Remember, we are not doing cycle for now. One shot is the best way to go for now. So it's one shot for our strategy period. Good. And then we'll see that the first buy triggering condition is where our key interest is. That is where we are going to see all the indicators that will help us to enter the market. So what we are going to do, that we are going to click on this one, then it will open up the triggers that we are going to use to enter the market. So after clicking it, you can see that it's giving me what trigger price. Sometimes a signal is given and they ask you to enter with a preset price, and this is where you can use what's the trigger price to enter. It's the same as the preset price. So if you hear of anything like trigger price, it's the same as what's preset price. And then we have the RSI. Yes, the relative strength index, that one also is possible. You can use it as an entry point in the markets. And then we have the KDJ, which is also a powerful indicator. We talk about it in other videos. But what we're talking about in this video today is the MACD. So you see that below the last option there is the MACD. And MACD, we know that we have the golden cross and we have the death cross. So in this trade that we want to set up, remember that the signal says that we should trade long. And so the long that we're going to do, it means that we are going to look for a golden cross below the zero line. And that is what the signal has been given us. So after clicking on MACD, you see that it has opened it for me. So now I can see all the triggers in MACD. So this is the MACD that I selected. Now it's giving me either a golden cross or a death cross, and then it will ask you, are you looking for a golden cross below the zero line or above the zero line? And so that is what we want to do. So we'll click on the golden cross. So, and because we have already chosen that we want to do long, they know that long always goes with what a golden cross, so it will pick the golden cross for you automatically, so you don't need to change it. So what we need to change here is where we want the golden cross to happen. Is it below the zero line or above the zero line? So you can see that the line trigger saying that greater than zero means that we are expecting the golden cross to happen above the zero line. But in the signal that I showed you on the AAV, it was below the zero line. So we are going to change it to what's less than zero, meaning that we're expecting the golden line to happen below the zero line. And so we'll change our line trigger to less than zero, meaning that that is where we're expecting our golden cross to happen. So we will save it. We will save our settings, and that is all. So we'll save the settings and then we'll go back, and then I'm trading the coin, so I don't want to save. So we'll save the settings, then we'll come here and then we'll activate our trade. And once we activate the trade, we just have to wait till the golden cross happens, and then we will enter the market. So that is how to set a signal for golden cross using the MACD and the Dr. Lartey strategy. So I hope you understand all that I've said in the video. Thank you very much and have a nice day.